Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So it is day 365 in my account in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So let's have a look at how we're doing. And it's funny because I started to make videos for Monster Strike, also right around the 1 year mark. I felt like it took me about that much time to sort of get my head around the game and kind of really understand what was going on. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is a much more complex game. So it did take, it is kind of a steep learning curve. But now I feel more comfortable about making videos, and I think I will be making more from now. Just based on where the JP game is and has gone, probably the global version is going to get much more interesting very soon. So I think it's a good time to get started. Anyway, let's look through my units box, and then I guess I'll just talk about my base 5 stars, and then after that I'll talk about Trust Masters that I have, and then finally I guess like future plans or something. But first we got Ramza here. I use him for his Hero's Rhyme and his breaks, but his breaks aren't ideal because he only does one at a time, reduce attack or reduce magic. That's great if that's all you need, but if you can do more than one at a time, then there are other better breakers out there. Maybe I'll try to pull Lid when she comes out. Big Final Fantasy Tactics fan, so happy to have Ramza. Next up is Ace. He was the first 5-star that I ever got, and he's probably my most used character. I use him mostly to imperil the elements with his Tri-Beam Laser, and then restore MP with the Spirit Hand. And if I have a lot of extra actions with him, so I often give him the Pod or Duke's Pouch so that he has more stuff to do every turn. Okay, next up is Eileen, and she's one of my better chainers. I also like her refreshing tool to regenerate MP. Overall she's a pretty straightforward character, not the most exciting. And here is Tita. I pulled him very recently. I'm not a super big fan of Final Fantasy X, so I wasn't super interested in getting this character. But because I pulled him, I thought, I might as well use him. I am a fan of fixed dice, and he's one of the better fixed dice users. So I like to use that with him. I also like his Blitzmania to boost all of my guys' water resistance. And then he's got that naturally in him, so that's nice too. Next up is Fallen, another one of the early 5-stars that I got. He's probably my favorite provoke tank, and then I often give him a lot of evade stuff to be an evade provoke tank. I don't really use him for damage, so I haven't upgraded his Sonic Blast, but maybe I would like to do that someday. And then I have 4 of this guy, so when his 7-star comes, I'll get that 7-star form, and then also the Rider's Armor, which really boosts attack, so I'm very much looking forward to that. Next up is Prish, and I think she's more of a fun character than a really necessary character. She's got her her steps that you take in order to unlock different stuff, which if you remember, then she's easy to use. If you don't remember it though, then it can be difficult to use. I only have 1 of her, but I would be interested in getting her 7-star, just because her sequence is kind of sped up, and then of course she does more damage as well. Fun character, and actually she has one of my favorite limit break animations, so let's look at that. That's pretty funny. Okay. Alright, next is Knight Delita. He's another character that I use basically just for breaks. He will be great as a 7-star. He can do some lightning attacks and then lightning element debuff. But until then, I'm just going to be using him for breaks. And then Noctis, one of my favorite characters. He has lots of just good stuff to do. He can do damage, he can tank, he can restore your guys, magic damage, just all kinds of stuff. And I also have 2 of him, and his 7-star looks terrific, so I'm looking forward to that. Alright, and then Ayaka, she's basically my one and only healer. I pulled her maybe a little bit after she was released, And yeah, she's just been on pretty much every team that I've been on since then. But yeah, healing, dispelling, re-raising, yeah, she's awesome. I also really like her outfit, kind of the uniform for the white mages from early Final Fantasy games. And then here's Cloud. He is another kind of a fun character, I would say. He does not really chain. Most of the game is being cleared by people using chainers. Cloud is just like a solo guy doing damage, which actually suits my playstyle more. So I really like Cloud in this game. And yeah, I'm also a fan of True Double Hand, so yeah, getting his Trust Master was a no-brainer. I have another of him, so I'll be ready for the 7-star, and that should be awesome. I'm considering getting another Buster style. They won't stack with each other, but I could use 2 different characters on the same team with that Buster style, so that might be nice. But yeah, Cloud's pretty cool. And then Gladiolus, he's probably my most favorite character in this game right now. He's a tank, and then he has this ability called Royal Guard, and then he's the only one in the game with this ability. It reduces all damage to him, magic and physical, by 100%, and he has a 100% chance to guard one character. He is my only character that can tank magic. So when I go into quests where I need magic tanks, I'll use Gladiolus, and then I'll try to keep my team count as low as possible, just so that Gladiolus can guard, the team a little bit better. And he's been great. He's been instrumental in me getting a lot of clears lately. His 7-star looks awesome. I only have one of him, so I'm seriously considering using tickets to get another one of him. Yeah, Gladiolus. One of the more underrated characters in the game, I would say. And then A2, I have 2 of her, so I was using them together to chain and, take down lots of bosses. I got tired of her. I used her too much, and I got tired of her. And I've been moving on to other chainers, mostly Eileen. But yeah, A2's great. If I'm ever in a jam and I can't beat, a boss or a quest, I'll fall back on A2 and she'll clear it for me, so she's super duper good. Yeah, I also have 2 of her, so when her 7-star comes around, I'll be ready for that. And then here's Barbarisha. She's kind of my one and only magic user, really. So she's very precious to me. But yeah, she's got lots of hit everybody magic spells that do wind damage. And then she's got good synergy with Folan, because he breaks wind. But yeah, basically Barbarisha is my only magic user, so overall my account is pretty weak on magic. So there's certain like bosses and things that I haven't beaten yet, like the Bloody Moon and stuff like that. But yeah, Barbarisha is pretty cool. Alright, and then here's Explore Eileen, and then she's another one of my most favorite characters right now. She's also a chainer, and then she'll work with that Eileen that I showed off earlier. But Explore Eileen can do lots of stuff besides. She can break people, she can get more items for you, and experience, which is kind of unique. She can be a good tank for you as well, especially I would say an evade tank. Give her lots of evade, and then she can counterattack, and then her counterattack is very strong, and she can use fixed dice. So there's lots of reasons to like her. She's much more fun to use, I would say, than your average chainer, which is why I like her. And yeah, somehow I got 2 of her during that limited time event. So if and when she gets her 7-star, I'll be ready with that as well. Alright, there's Shantoto. I use her once in a while to chain with Barbarisha, really. Let's skip all these other guys, and then we'll go down here. Lightning I got for free. I haven't really used her, I guess I could say, but yeah, maybe if I get another one, we'll get the 7-star. That'd be cool. Lunith here, I got him very, very early. I think he was my second 5-star. And yeah, he's just really good at hitting guys really hard. I haven't used him in a while, but based on how I've been playing lately, where I just have a solo character doing all the damage, it might be worth looking at him again. He's pretty good. Next up we have Orlando. I used him a lot in the beginning as a friend, and then I got tired of him, and then I pulled him. So that was kind of a funny sequence of events. I don't really use him. I do have an upgraded Agrius, so I can use them together. Maybe I'll try them out in the 10-man trials. I haven't tried any of those yet, so that might be useful in there. But yeah, he's mostly a bench character for me. Let's see, who else is there? Balthier. Balthier is really cool. He's also, again, another character who's just like a solo character who doesn't chain. But yeah, he will become probably the best finisher once 7 stars come. And then I also like him because he can imperil different elements, so he can you know, make it easier for other guys to do more damage. So he's pretty cool, but I don't use him a lot now. Next is Mercenary Ramza. I don't really use him at all right now, but again, as his 7-star, he'll be a good magic tank. So if somehow we make it to 7-star and I still don't have a coverall magic tank, I might grab another Mercenary Ramza in order to enable that. Then here is Light Veritas. I think she's my newest 5-star, and then she's also kind of a magic user, so that really helps my magic box. And then she's got some other cool abilities like Dispel, some healing, a little bit of buffs to the team. But yeah, I haven't really tried her out yet. And then here is Laswell, and I don't really use him now, but I have 2 of him, and then when his 7-star comes around, he'll probably become one of my most used characters, just because he's one of the top chainers in the game. So yeah, that'll be very cool to have him. And here's Aranea, one of my favorite characters right now. She is a dragoon, so she jumps, and that really works well with Gladiolus. Because Aranea can jump into the air, and then she's not in the field anymore, and then Gladiolus can guard whoever is left on the ground. So yeah, those 2 work really well. They're also from the same game, Final Fantasy 15, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, she does great damage. I really want her 7-star as well, so I'm also thinking about using tickets to pull her. Okay, next up is Roberta. I haven't really used her. I do have 2 of her as well, though, so we can get the 7-star, and we'll see how she is. As you just heard, I really love Aranea. So in order for me to use Roberta, she's going to have to be better or like different from Aranea in some important way. But yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Here is a Zargobath. He's really cool. I kind of compare him to Noctis, who doesn't do as much damage. But he's got lots of abilities. He can heal, restore MP, dispel, improve your defense, improve your elemental defense. So yeah, lots of cool stuff. I have 3 of him, so if and when his 7-star comes, I can make that 7-star, and then I'll be pretty close to his Super Trustmaster, which we don't know what that will be, because he's a global exclusive character. And yeah, I think that's all of the 5-stars that I got. So now let's look at what Trustmasters I have. Okay, so here are the Trustmasters. Tomb Raider is great because I like True Double Hand. Ring of the Lucide, this is, I use the 100% Moogle that you get for completing Chapter 1 of the story, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Really, really good. Raises your attack and magic, and then gives you some evade and some counter abilities, so that was really cool. I wouldn't mind having another, but I don't know if I'll do that. Rider's Helm is great. Crazy defense for a helmet, and then pretty good attack. Pure White Blessing, I don't use it too much, but when I do, it's nice. MP regeneration, and then limit break fill rate, so that's cool. Precious Hairpin, really good for attack. Buster Style, great for True Double Hand. Beast Lord, I've been using this a lot actually. I often give it to Gladiolus. He gets a boost for equipping a greatsword, and then also gets the defense, so it's perfect for him. Barbarous Spirit, it's cool, but I wouldn't say it's necessary. Artisan is nice. I would like a second one actually, so I could put one on Eileen, one on Explore Eileen. Let's see, Zydric, that's the one that I'm working on now. That'll be great for my favorite tank, Gladiolus. Acceptance, I would like to get this eventually, because I have 2 of Ace, and then putting that on him would give him extra abilities, so that would be nice to have. But probably the next Trustmaster I'll work on after Zydric will be the Grand Armor, also for Gladiolus, basically. Alrighty, and here's some more like non-5-star Trustmasters. Oh, I guess I have 2 more Tomb Raiders. I'm not expecting to pull any more Explore Eileens, but if I do, then I'll be ready with these. Stoss Spear is great for my Aranea, and that was from the raid, so that was just like a free TM. That was really nice. Yep, that's how we're looking there. I have 1 pod now. I would like another. The reason why I only have 1 is because I pulled a ton on Nier, but I only ever pulled 1 of 9S, which is really strange. So next time Nier comes around, I definitely want to pull another 9S. That would really open up chaining capabilities for my teams. I have a couple mood makers ready in case I ever pull Prompto. I really want him. I think it'd be fun to make a team of just Final Fantasy 15 characters. Lid Swimsuit, this is the first Trustmaster that I ever farmed manually through the Earth Shrine. I did it just to, see how it was, and I ended up not minding the process very much. A lot of people are very against the process. But yeah, I didn't mind it at all, so I've been making about 15 Trustmasters through the Earth Shrine. First one was Lid Swimsuit, just because I like the character a lot. And then we have that, or we had that raid going on. And then I wanted a lot of the true Hydaelyn guards. I ended up getting 6, which is pretty awesome. I was assuming I was just going to get 1, but we got many of those, so that was very nice. Fixed dice, that's a lot of fun. Coward Courage, I really like. It's one of the very few abilities that I have that give you defense buffs. And then also Earth Resistance. I like any abilities that give an elemental resistance. And then the Primal Instincts is pretty good too. This has been a very useful Trustmaster lately. HP and attack plus 30. I usually put it on my damage dealers, just to give them more attack, of course. Then extra HP helps their survivability. But if I have a team where I don't really need an attack materia, I can still put it on my support characters to give them more HP, so very useful. So yeah, that is how my box is looking. As for what I'm looking forward to, I still have a bunch of bosses to beat. I need to beat Bloody Moon, the Marlborough, all of the 10-man trials. I still haven't beaten Leviathan, the 2-star. It's pretty tough. I've tried a bunch of teams there, but none of them have worked so far. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game, and I'm looking forward to what's coming later this year. You might have noticed, but I'm super excited about the 7 stars. And they'll probably come the middle of this year sometime, so yeah, looking forward to that. Oh, and I forgot to say in the beginning of the video, but I've been playing 365 days, 12 months. The first 4 months I was pay to play, and then I pulled a bunch on Nier, and I kind of burnt out after that. But then the next 8 months I was free to play. And then, yeah, I feel like my luck has been pretty good with pulls. You can see that I have a bunch of 5 stars. I'm a little concerned about how it's going to go once 7 stars come around, but hopefully we get a lot of those select tickets so that we can choose 5 stars that we want. Okay, thanks for watching, and then I anticipate making more and more FFBE videos in the future. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.